I can't see the chat today because the thing the thing shut off. And I had to turn it on. We don't really need that. It's just a charger for the headset. But we're going to look at the weirdest designs. Let's see.
You may not call yourself a superhero, but you have many superpowers. The Joint Chiropractic can help ease your...
A lot of the products you see every day look intuitive and easy. So dumb, they make you cringe down to the depths of your soul. So get your face palms ready because it's time to take a look at even more of the most uncomfortable products ever designed.
Because my phone doesn't even have to.
It's not always easy for parents to get their kids to sit in their car seats. So, to help make kids comply, one designer had the bright idea of printing the beautiful Disney princess Cinderella onto his car seat. The design is completely fine when the kids are small, but as they get bigger, adjusting the headrest means having to horrifyingly stretch out Cinderella's neck. Maybe they should have used a giraffe instead, or a dinosaur. Heck, even E.T.'s strangely stretchy neck would be easier to look at than this. If that last product left your senses tingling, just wait till you feast your eyes on this design failure. I didn't know Spider-Man could shoot webs out of there. I mean, this superhero famously shoots webs from his wrists, but spiders actually produce silk from their spinnerets on their abdomen.
So I guess this tissue box is using a version of Spider-Man who's anatomically closer to spider than man.
But Spidey ain't the only superhero done dirty by bad product design. Back in 1978, Wonder Woman fever swept the nation, leading to the creation of these inventive, yet questionably designed Wonder Woman scissors. When they're closed, they look okay, but opening them tears the warrior princess's body right up the middle. Did the designer think even for an instant that maybe it shouldn't look like they were ripping her apart with every cut? Hospitals are an incredibly scary place to be if you're a kid. And this is why some hospitals decorate the walls and floors of their children's wards with a variety of fun, happy designs. These decorators, however, really missed the mark with their trail design. It looks like they were trying to paint a pretty red ribbon that the kids could follow around different wards. But from this angle, it looks like somebody's been dragging a body up and down the halls. It's either that or one of the doctors have had a really, really bad day. While I think you can agree that a lot of these designs are terrible, the engineering behind those like and subscribe buttons down there is hella fine. Test them out if you don't believe me. All done? Great, now where were we? There's nothing like a nice hot cup of tea to help you relax. Although making a cuppa with this unfortunately designed platypus tea strainer is the opposite of relaxing. The poor thing looks like it lost a fight with a porcupine and is bleeding out in the water. So tea lovers will need to be careful what kind of loose leaf tea they use in this poor platypus. I reckon strawberry and raspberry tea are definitely out. Public restrooms can be unsettling at the best of times. Though there's one that's really pushed the boundaries of the bizarre. At first glance, it looks like any other male restroom. But what's behind that little door, I hear you asking? Well, obviously, it's concealing another urinal. Wait, why would anyone put a urinal behind a wall instead of removing it? Was it built for men who are really shy about peeing near others? Or maybe it's a secret bathroom bonus level? Got any theories about ridiculous restroom design? Let me know down in the comments. Have you ever looked at something that's been packaged unintuitively, like this needlessly bagged banana, and lost all faith in humanity? While some things are pointlessly overpackaged, others can be mind-bogglingly underpackaged, like these eggs. Yep, this store in China was actually selling raw eggs in plastic bags. Can you imagine trying to get just one or two out of that messy mix? If only they came individually packed in some kind of hard, natural outer shell. What a concept. In stores around the world, generic grocery brands use simple, minimalist packaging across a wide variety of household items. This means they cut down on design costs and pass that saving onto the customer. But having all your products look similar can lead to some unsettling problems, like this. Australia's Black and Gold generic grocery brand makes cooking spray and fly killer, but the two cans look a little too similar for comfort. I mean, imagine accidentally grabbing the wrong one when you're cooking. Yikes. I hope you like your pancakes with an extra side serving of poison. Have you ever gone down a flight of stairs and accidentally missed a step? Nothing on earth gets your heart racing faster. And even if you don't fall, it can really shake you up. So imagine trying to get down these stairs without ending up in a heap at the bottom.
Oh my god.
I am a general. You are still a child.
Thanks to that terrible striped design, you can hardly see where one step stops and another begins. I reckon it's safer to just wait for the elevator. Unless, of course, the elevator in question is this one. I think I felt a bit of my soul die when he put his fingers in the gap of that door hinge. Ugh. Those two sets of doors open right into each other. So if the last person didn't close the door behind them, you have to poke your fingers through the gaps in the hinges to move them out of the way. But what if the door closed when your hand was in there? You know what? I think I'll take my chances on the stairway of death. Thanks. There are millions of dolls in the world. And while some of them are creepy, none of them will make you feel as uncomfortable as this abomination does. Simply called, You Can Shave the Baby, this thing raises a couple of worrying questions. Firstly, babies don't usually need shaving, right? And secondly, who would be dumb enough to give a child a razor? Thankfully, it never actually hit supermarket shelves. It was made back in 1995 by Polish artist Zbigniew Libera, all as part of a series that challenged the stereotypes of contemporary culture. A smear campaign. Whoever made that sink.
That looks weird. It looks like somebody has, like, put poop all over the sink. And then put hair all over it. Over the poop. It looks so disgusting. Okay.
Appears to have designed a line of ladies' clothes as well, if this woman's disastrous dress has anything to go by. The bottom of her white frock is trimmed with a pretty reddish floral design, but the placement of those petals makes it look like she's had a little bathroom malfunction. Do you want to tell her, or should I? Although, when it comes to poorly designed prints, this soccer ball is definitely a contender for first prize. An attempt at putting the black pentagons on the white ball was clearly made, but all the painted-on patches were in the wrong position. They're the wrong size, and in the wrong direction as well. A true trifecta of failure. How the heck did this get past quality control? I guess the answer is, what quality control? Swiss Army knives are the ultimate handheld multi-tool. The combination of tiny knives and saws with corkscrews and bottle openers, all in one pocket-sized setup. Except not all Swiss Army knives are made equally handy, as you can see by the uncomfortably colossal Wenger Giant Swiss Army Knife. With 87 different implements that can perform 141 functions, this thing weighs in at a hefty 3 pounds. So not only does it contain every tool known to man, it also doubles up as an anchor as well. To make a coffee mug stand out, some designers add fun, extra features to this age-old cup and handle design, like the adorable set of ears stuck onto the rim of these cute animal-themed mugs. But there's a good reason why most mugs don't have pointed protrusions sticking out of their rims, as this poor guy found out. With every sip, the porcelain ears poke drinkers right in their eyes. But I still think that little cat cup is incredibly cute. I guess for me, it's hello coffee, goodbye eyesight. As painful as that last mug was, I think I'd prefer to have my eyes poked out than use this atrocity. The designer of this mug replaced the good old reliable handle with 3 strange ceramic fingers. When they're interlaced with your fingers, it's meant to feel like you're holding someone's warm hand. It's perfect for people like me who are forever alone. Jokes aside, if you filled this up with a hot beverage, surely you'd just end up burning your palm on the ceramic surface. So it's creepy and useless. What a bargain. But the crown of creepy coffee cup designs has to go to Jang Woo-suk, who took his love for coffee way too far when he made these lippy coffee lids. Called Take Kiss Out, these uncanny coffee lids have fully formed human lips molded along their spouts. That way, it feels like you're getting a warm, coffee-flavored kiss with every sip. Or like you're swapping hot, caffeinated spit with someone. Ugh. Have you ever been stood up for so long that you'd be willing to sit down anywhere? Well, no matter how much pain you're in, I don't reckon you'd want to sit on this. Yep, that's a chair, but it's been made entirely out of pencils, with the scarily sharpened ends poking out of the backrest, seat, and arms. It was created by artist and evident sadist Kerstin Schultz, who makes a variety of these different sculptures and structures out of these writing implements. And if you thought her pencil chair looked painful, wait till you see the entire Shudder-worthy set she made to go with it. Could you imagine sitting on that chair, leaning on that table, or opening that briefcase? Ugh, I think I'd rather stand, thanks. Although that pencil chair is nothing compared to this throne of unimaginable pain. You're looking at a chair that's had thousands of nails hammered into every last inch of it. Now, there's no information about why this designer made this insanely strange chair, but I reckon, like the pencil chair, it was probably part of an art installation. It's either that or whoever made it just really hated sitting down. But they didn't have as much contempt for comfiness as the designer of this.
Oikos Pro.
Oikos 000.
How strong do you want to be?
Claritin relieves symptoms from over 200 indoor and outdoor allergens day after day. Live Claritin Clear.
Modern designs should be aesthetically pleasing, practical, functional, or none of these things, depending on how much you hate humanity. From playgrounds that have clearly been designed by people who despise children, to toilets with very, very threatening auras, nowhere is safe from the blight of bad design. With that, let's take a look at even more designers who need to go straight to hell for their ideas. Have you ever bought a product with one of those little plastic windows in the packaging that gives you a glimpse of what's inside? Allows you to see exactly what you're buying, doesn't it? Makes you trust the product inside, right? Well, not always, as one poor kid discovered. They received Shimmer and Sparkle's really big Shambhala bracelet set for their birthday. But when they pulled the plastic tray out from the box, they were greeted with this. How misleading is the size of this plastic tray and box compared to the pitiful amount of beads it actually contains? Now, I didn't think any designer in their right mind would be this heartless, and so I figured it must be photoshopped. But no. Other listings of this kit online show the exact same waste of plastic. With a design that deceptive, I think this company might need to change their name to Shammer and Sparkle. Now, I can just about forgive the crimes designers commit against regular products, but I can't forgive those who mess with my perception of food through its packaging. For example, take a look at this delicious Kobe beef steak. Kobe beef is from Kobe, Japan, and is one of the highest quality beefs out there, with an average steak costing roughly $200. But this steak was less than $30, according to Reddit poster Raw Ghee. I wonder why. Oh, I see. They just used the packaging sleeve to hide the empty section, making it look like this was way more than there actually was. So it seems like a bargain until you get home and slide that sleeve off to reveal all the disappointment waiting beneath. I bet it's never even been to Kobe either. When it comes to food, I always know where I stand with a cream cheese and salad bagel. Or at least, I thought I did. After seeing this, I'm no longer sure. From one angle, it looks full of filling, but whoever made it just stuffed one side to make it seem like a fulfilling meal. I thought I had trust issues before, but now? Considering I can't go right with meat or dairy, maybe I should go vegan. This vegan mince seems like the real deal. It even promises an incredible hack, or maybe that's just referring to the packaging, considering this is how much mince you actually get. You might be thinking it's just been squished down. Nope. The wax paper underneath reveals this is exactly how much mince you are meant to get. Like vegan food wasn't enough of a joke already. Speaking of jokes, if you want more content that'll keep you entertained and informed, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. Alright, shameless self-plug over. What design crime have we got next? Our society isn't great at adapting to the needs of those with disabilities. And before you start arguing down in the comments, feast your eyes on this incredible design fail. This is tactile paving, designed to help guide those with visual impairments to the road. Except the path's unhelpfully interrupted by a massive bench. Forget being designed to help the disabled, this path seems to have been designed to give someone a disability. As has this one. Apparently, this is meant to be some sort of wheelchair ramp, but I don't believe that for an instant. First, this thing is so steep it'd be impossible to control your speed on the way down. And second, it's a good foot off the ground at the end, meaning anyone wheeling down here would be flung straight into that wall. So either this has a totally different purpose, or it's been made for some extreme wheelchairing. While that last image might have made the stairs look like a safe option, these stairs look like they lead straight to hell. The patterns make it impossible to see where one step stops and the next one starts. I think I'll take my chances on the wheelchair ramp of certain death, thanks. A bathroom should be a relaxing space where you can get on with your business in peace. This was not a thought shared by whoever designed the stalls of these toilets, however. Why have the doors been installed so high up that they give a full view of anyone sitting down on the john? What was the thought process here? Now, I know American toilet cubicles have absurdly wide gaps built into them to make mopping the floor easier and to discourage people from doing naughty things in there. But with a gap this high, why bother attaching the door at all? Although it could always be worse. Over at the Wroclaw University of Science and Technology, this designer decided that the entire outside world needed not only a view, but also a seat for the bathroom show. For such a prestigious university, you'd think they'd have designed their toilets a little smarter. Or less pervy, at the very least. But no matter how freaky public bathrooms may be, they'll never compare to the weirdness you'll find inside some homes, like whatever's going on here. Reddit user LZ8 was viewing a house when they spotted this god-awful excuse for an ensuite bathroom. Whoever built it clearly didn't assume privacy would ever be an issue, or creepiness. Imagine taking a shower while someone else was using the toilet. Blech. I prefer to keep a little mystery in my relationships, thank you very much. While private bathroom design can be bad, the men among us know that public urinal design can get so much worse. Case in point, this nightmare. Apparently, this is someone's freshly remodeled work bathroom. I really hope there were more than just 2 urinals there, otherwise 2 desperate work buddies might end up cheek to cheek, trying not to cross the streams. For all the ladies out there who might not understand, trust me when I say this is way too close for comfort.
Yeah, they're Jews.
Okay, that last design might have just been a slight oversight, but it's hard to see how the design of this urinal was ever approved for use. The parts of the bowl protecting our shoes from drips have been removed. It's been designed like this to encourage men to get closer to the bowl so that the drips don't go everywhere. Okay, that's pretty logical thinking. But then surely anyone using it just gets a lot of splashback? So instead of getting pee on the floor, you get pee all over your legs. Brilliant. I hate it. But the best, worst toilet designs of all are those built on major misjudgments, like this. It's not entirely clear what the line of thinking was here. Maybe this cubicle was too tiny to put the toilet against the wall? Maybe the waste hole in the floor had already been cut out and the plumber forgot to account for the size of the cistern? Well, whatever it was, simply cutting 2 huge holes into the wall is some serious redneck engineering. I mean, the water and moisture leaking into the walls is gonna make this one massive mold farm in just a few months. Well, that was clearly a crap idea. And somehow, that's not even the worst of these tragic toilet designs. Back in 2017, the Silut Vidunas Gymnasium in Lithuania released these photos of its new toilet facilities. Safe to say, the internet freaked out. No partitions, no privacy, and worst of all, no toilet roll. What the heck did this gymnasium expect its patrons to do? Lock eyes with the people on the bowls opposite them as they gingerly take off a sock? Thankfully, no. These toilets had just been installed and were waiting on their water to be connected and their stalls to be built around them. Lucky for Lithuania. Elsewhere in the world, simple oversights can lead to some seriously awkward urinal designs. This urinal has been rotated 90 degrees to the other two on either side of it, for some reason. So whoever's brave enough to use it isn't just showing off their junk to the world from the side, they're also peeking over into their neighbor's stall. That's pretty pervy, no matter how you look at it. For all the public restroom designs that make you uncomfortable, there are a few private ones that are downright cursed. Over in Mexico, Hernandez Silva Arquitectos designed a penthouse perched on top of an old colonial building, which had a huge 15-story lift shaft built into it. Most normal architects would have bricked it up or maybe converted it into a storage space, but this studio decided to build a bathroom over it and insert a glass floor. Anyone on the porcelain throne would have been faced with a 150-foot drop straight down. Well, it'd scare the shit out of you, that's for sure. As bad as toilet designs can be, basins can be even worse. Over in England, one office decided that their bathroom sinks didn't need to be big, and so made what looks like child-sized basins for their adult employees. What is this, a sink for ants? Or maybe that guy just has really, really big hands. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. A weirdly small sink isn't the worst issue you could have in a public bathroom, though. You could walk into a toilet and be confronted with this. I really, really wish I had an answer for why someone thought this was an okay thing to create, but I don't. All I can say is, no matter how bad the mess you make in that bathroom is, it'll never be worth washing your hands in that sink. While that last sink was overtly terrible, this one makes me itch for a different reason. Why would someone build a cabinet at that angle, so that it pokes out in the middle of the room? Perhaps this is my need for neatness shining through, but I hate that it isn't built against the wall like the rest of them. When this was posted to Reddit, a kitchen designer commented that this person likely bought a dishwasher without checking the size of it and tried to jam it in there. After realizing it didn't fit, and that remodeling the cabinets would be pricey, they just stuck it in at an angle and pretended like nothing was wrong. Well, I'm sorry to say that it was wrong. So wrong. Maybe even the worst. Wait, no, that's not the worst, because this exists. Okay, stay with me so that it feels less like I'm having a stroke. But I think the reason someone did this is because of a water supply issue. In order to get a washing machine to work, it has to be connected to a water supply and drainage pipe. However, if you have limited water supply points in your property, but still really want a washing machine, you have to compromise. And so that, I'm guessing, is why this person has a washing machine linked to their bathroom that now lives in their wall. On the plus side, their house now has a vibrate mode. Now, you'd assume playgrounds would be pretty easy to design. Just throw in a few monkey bars, slides, and teeter-totters, and you're good to go. Unless you've hired a total psychopath to build your playground, in which case you get slides like this. I feel so sorry for every little boy that tried this derpy slide out. Ooh, ouch. Why wouldn't you just stick with a normal slide that has sides? You know, something like... Actually, I take it back. That's not a slide, it's a death drop.
Yeah, that is. That's why. If you ever see a weird design,
You can just about see from the lines of paint on the legs that it has been pulled out of the ground. If those were in the ground, I imagine the slide itself would be at a more reasonable angle, so it would look less like a death trap. This, on the other hand, is hard to justify. No matter how I look at it, it looks like it was designed to be a straight 90-degree drop. A playground ride called Baby's First Head Injury, maybe? Well, even if that kid did bump their noggin playing on that slide, it'd be better than the headache they'd get from looking at this thing. It looks like Mr. Banana here really shouldn't be allowed within 100 feet of any public playground, thanks to that wildly inappropriate slide placement. But it could always be worse, thanks to the power of Photoshop. Oh god. Who even thinks of these things? A cheese grater slide? I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, let alone a kid. And while it doesn't actually exist, it's almost better than playground features that do exist, like this. Okay, maybe I went to different playgrounds than everyone else when I was a kid, but I have no idea what this is meant to be. Is it a really weird bench, a part of some strange game, a cry for help? What am I looking at here? Please, someone, anyone, tell me what this is down in the comments below. As bad as that bizarre bench thing is, though, it's not as suggestive as this poor bounce house pirate. Seems he's suffering from a little cutlass dysfunction, if you know what I mean. He's not getting enough air into his blow-up sword, and he really couldn't be holding it in a worse place, could he? Working out is a great way to improve your fitness, change your body shape, and get ripped. You know what it can't do? Change your race. Although that didn't stop an old business called Fast Fitness over in Australia from advertising that it can. There was either a monumental miscommunication between this gym and the advertising agency, or this is the before versus after transformation of the century. Science says that people with more symmetrical faces are considered more attractive compared to those like me, who are unsymmetrical. I'm sure there's some truth to that, but when you're confronted with it on a shop display like this, it's hilariously unnerving. Fortunately, this is just a mirror image of one side of this model's face, not a man's attempt to create the perfect woman gone wrong. Imagine seeing this weirdly wide face on the side of these shelves, assuming it was just a design flaw, before turning around and seeing a woman with this exact face standing next to you. Holy cow. Never needed to lock your door to get a little privacy? Well, be thankful you don't live in this house. Despite not having one but two locks, the mastermind who installed these locks failed to consider that this is a sliding door. Yep, no privacy to be found here. Unless this family paid for someone to install the illusion of privacy, in which case money well spent. Is there anything more frustrating than when products come in redundant packaging? Like when Amazon delivers what you ordered in a box 100 times the size of the product, or when you buy something that turns out to be mostly empty. It's just been made to seem like there'll be much more product inside. Well, one of our amazing viewers, James Inns, might have found the worst example of them all. He sent me through this photo of some medication he has to take. The only thing is, it's one pill that comes with not one, not two, but 4 different layers of packaging. What's so wrong with the blister pack? Why does each pill have to be individually packaged and protected like this? I know children that don't receive as many layers of protection as these pills do. Is there a super important medical reason for this that I don't know about? Well, let me know down in the comments. As wasteful as that pill packaging was, I think I might have found something even worse. This is supposed to be a pot of eyeliner. But the amount of eyeliner that's actually in here is that coin-sized divot that barely makes up 1/3 of the tub. While having a bigger pot helps people keep hold of it, why wouldn't the company just fill the whole pot with eyeliner instead of wasting all that space? Why does this make me so mad? I don't even wear eyeliner. At least, not on weekdays. Speaking of eyeliner, the big black eyes and adorable features of the panda makes it a perfect animal to turn into a variety of merchandise. But when this person bought some fun-looking panda candy, they were left tasting disappointment. Which asshole designer thought only printing a panda on the see-through packaging was a good idea? Without it, there's literally no way to tell this was ever meant to be a panda pop. I guess this designer was sick of pandaing to consumers. Have you ever picked something up and used it before realizing it was something else? Yeah, I've ended up with shaving cream in my pits rather than deodorant more times than I can count. Not the end of the world, but picking this up thinking it was a tasty beverage and trying to drink it definitely would be. Even though the color and name makes it look like a delicious orange drink, this is actually floor cleaner. Ah, yes, the forbidden orange juice, now with the added taste of bleach. To become a licensed architect, you need to take several exams and have a hard-earned degree under your belt. So you'd expect most architects to be pretty smart, right? Well, maybe the one who designed this house in Indianapolis was just having a bad day. They designed it to have 2 sets of double doors at the front. Pretty odd choice, but necessary.
Let me sign me in. Wait, can I do exams? Signed in on a different account? Hey. I'm gonna play a bit of Roblox. I just realized that Donkey can't. Hello. Chase me. They're not gonna chase me. Okay. No, I can't find that little SpongeBob Shrek. And that's kind of weird. No, I didn't want to go in there. Go back. Okay, that worked. Let's see if we can get up here. Let's see how high we can get with this. Okay, there's only just a few seconds. There's only 30 seconds. I'll probably be able to get pretty high with seconds. 7 seconds. Okay. do a skate park more? Do you think I should do a skate park more? Ooh, let's try this. The SpongeBob Bobby. Okay. Oh. This is pretty cooler than I expected. Or maybe it is a SpongeBob Bobby. Maybe just, or because maybe you just don't see it. A bus just passed by the house. And if you're wondering if I've been to school today, yes I've had. And I just got home. Like when I started doing this, when I first went live, I got home just then. Just jumping on some colors. This is a lot easier than what I was just doing, because it has a checkpoint. Okay, I was just doing this, and that other one. Headset fell off. Headset. Seriously?
Because I just plugged it in. Okay, go to a game. Oh, yeah, now I can hear it. Yeah, the headset died. So I guess if anybody can hear me in the chat. Here you go. It's got to stay plugged in for a bit because I guess we left it off the charger last night.
So
Yeah, like this whole time.
obvious and stuff.
Here's the chat, baby. Don't you remember right here? There it is. See?
Oh, that's where it was.
Right here. Whenever you don't see it.
I thought it was there.
Oh no, it's the orange.
It's not that. It was in that same spot that it was before.
I showed you this last night. The orange.
But I didn't. I forgot because
I was sitting there chatting with you.
But you got a follow from somebody.
I know. I thanked them. I think it was one of my coworkers because I showed them that you were streaming. And I thought that's so cute. All right, let's go
The headset died, and I did not know. And if you I think I found something cool in this, but I'm just gonna do a little bit. Go simulator. Did you see my mouth moving?
I heard. Go.
See my mouth. My mouth is seriously.
a magnificent creature!
Oh.
Never look a goat in the eye. Never. Good. My cousin said goats can fly. Not bad for a goat. I got sacrificed by a goat.
Oh.
Also, Parkour simulator.
I got sacrificed by and all the
This computer keeps making sounds. Is it doing that every time somebody chats or something?
What's that doing here? I saw
Got a little achievement thing for my go overwhelmed. That's so funny. My head's seriously in the wall. I just got an achievement for. I just got a little diamond achievement for me and it said I love green cocoa. I got an achievement and it said that. That was so funny. My poor goat. Can somebody save this goat? This poor goat. Now the elevator's coming. Give me a. Look at my goat, my poor goat. It's getting ready to get squashed. Oh. That looks so weird.
I got sacrificed by a goat once. Oh, I saw a tall goat!
Hey, there's a trophy on the rocks. I have 2 trophies out of 30 trophies.
Aww.
Yeah, I have 2 trophies found. I Now how can I get a third trophy? Ah! Wait, I see my third trophy. It's right on top of that ride right there. The one with the car spinning around really fast. This one. The trophy is right on top. Go. Okay. Stuck. I got thrown. I got thrown. And now I just got thrown out of the water. How do I stop this thing? Can I stop this ride? Please tell me I can.